Good morning, children. Last session you had learned what are latitudes and the features, right? I hope you remember. Today we are going to learn about longitudes. Okay? Let's begin. What is longitude? Longitude is a geographical coordinate which specifies east-west position of a point on the Earth's surface. Longitudes. Lines of longitudes run from the north to the south and meet at the poles. These lines are also called meridians. A meridian of longitude joins places that run midday at the same time. It's a Latin word which means midday or noon. As the earth rotates on its axis, the position of the sun shifts from meridian to meridian. When the sun is above each meridian, it is known as places that are on that particular meridian. The prime meridian passes through the observatory at Greenwich near London. You can have a watch. Just look at the people standing on either side of the prime meridian, east or west. This is Greenwich, London. Longitudes help in calculating the time of a place. The prime meridian divides the earth into two equal halves, hemispheres, the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. All the other longitudes are measured east and west of the prime meridian. There are 180 longitudes towards the east of the prime meridian and 180 longitudes towards the west of the prime meridian. As the earth is round and we know the full circle has 360 degree, 180 degree west and 180 degree east longitude is one and the same. Longitudes do not run parallel to each other, unlike the latitudes, right? They are farthest apart from the equator, and the distance between them becomes lesser and lesser till they meet at the poles. All the longitudes are of the same length. The axis is an imaginary line, but it's not a longitude. Okay? International dateline. The international dateline is exactly halfway around the world from the prime meridian. The international dateline is just opposite the prime meridian on the other side of the globe. It runs from North Pole to South Pole. It passes almost from the middle of the Pacific Ocean. The international dateline follows the 180-degree longitude. In some places, it deviates from that meridian to the east or west. As the name suggests, the international dateline marks the change of day. The date changes as soon as one crosses the international date line. When we move westward across the line, we gain or add a day. When we move eastward across the line, we lose or subtract a day. Is it clear? Look at this, children. 180-degree meridian. You would have seen this picture in your textbook. Now we are in the same island here. Now you are going to see this is an international dateline at Fiji. We are in the Fiji island, which is located in the Pacific Ocean. Isn't it beautiful, children? Yes, we are lucky to see this place. Look here, the two different days. If people would have traveled from east to west, the two different days are shown here. Yesterday and today. There's a 180-degree international dateline. Yes? Do you like it? Features of longitudes or meridians. Unlike latitudes, these lines are not parallel but meet one another at the poles, North Pole and South Pole. All meridians are equal in length. The prime meridian passes through Greenwich near London in England. Longitude to the east of Greenwich are called east longitude, and to those to the west are called west longitude. Longitude is the angular distance of a place from prime meridian and is measured in degrees, minutes and seconds. Is it clear to you, children? India is one of the biggest country in the world. In spite of being such a big country, India has still one time zone. But before we jump into why India has one time zone, let me tell you the time zones, how it is created. Before the adoption of standard time, towns had set up local times. During this time, it did not matter if it is 12.05 or 12:20 in different cities. But with the advent of rail technology and to keep up the train schedule, people felt the need to know the exact time. Around 1883, USA and Canada adopted first in standard time. In 1884, to coordinate the time across the different country, scientists came together and selected the longitudinal line as standard, which runs through Greenwich Prime Meridian, London, England. Earth makes rotation of 360 degree on its own axis in 24 hours. So in 1 hour, it rotates 15 degree. Greenwich is a prime meridian which is set up at 0 degree. From this prime meridian, Earth is divided into 24 meridians and 15 degree longitudinal degrees around 1 hour apart from each other. So this contributes to a total 24 time zones in the world. India uses GMT plus 530, which passes through Allahabad. India has a distance of about 3,000 kilometers from east to west. According to the International Convention, the longitudinal difference between the meridians should be 7.5 degree. India's extreme longitudes are 68 degree 7 minutes east and 97 degree 25 minutes west. When we take mean between the two longitudes, India has 82.5 degree which is the standard meridian time, which passes through Allahabad, called Indian Standard Time. The problem with the single time zone, especially for the people who are living in the northeast part of India, as the standard meridian in India is 82 0.5 degree, and the extreme eastern border is 97 degree 25 minutes west. They are heading ahead from the rest of India by 1 hour, which means for them sunrise is 1 hour earlier than the majority of Indians. The normal sunrise time in Mumbai is 6:20 a.m. and sun sets at 7 p.m. But in Arunachal Pradesh, sun rises at 4:53 a.m. and sun set at 6 p.m. This situation becomes much more difficult in winter season. In winter, Mumbai sun rises at 6:40 a.m. and sun sets at 6 p.m. In Itanagar, sun rises at 5:30 a.m. and sun sets at 4:30 p.m. It differs a lot. Enjoy the session? Yeah? I hope you enjoyed longitudes because we went to London, isn't it? Okay. Thank you, children. You have a good day. Bye bye.